Hello and welcome to Trains in Viatic. Last week I installed this signal and set up for smart screens which haven't been installed yet. So let's start for titles and then I'll show you what I've got planned for this week. This episode I've got two jobs, actually one job, and to show you what I'm doing with something. This here is a DigiKeys DR4088, which is a block detector for any S88N system capable of detection, which happened to be a port we have on the ECOS. So I'll talk to you about this, and also we got these signals to set up on the layout. So I'll talk about for detection first, and then we can install the signals. I have this set up to show you what I got. So I got the DR4088 DigiKey. I then have an adapter just there to allow for 6-pin S88N connector to work with this system. This is a dumb system compared to the more expensive ESU equipment. Altogether, this setup was £50 for that and that. What I have set up is power from the track going to this. Then you've got two feedback, zone 1 and zone 2. What I'll do is I'll show you the detection on the screen. On the ECOS, I've gone into the setting thing, then the link, then you go down to where it's a S88 bus control, click on that and click the enter thing, and you can now see the top line is the module. The addresses are fit to the order that you have the cable running. And you can see as I move the train across from one block to the other, it swap across. And if I take the train off completely, it go blank. And put the train back on, it lights up. So the idea of this system, it only cost me 50 quid because it's not as advanced as a ESU detectors. I can't do any changes to the actual device, but this is what I need for my fiddling yard. So this gives me the ability to find out what's in of the if the sidings are in use. So this is what I've been up to. This will be put to one side till I do my video on sorting out the fiddling yard, and then we'll be able to see it actually working. One thing you need to do is get some extended cables to actually connect to the output on the ECOS, as that's just too tight, but you can find them on the internet. I was advised about this setup from one of my favourite DCC suppliers, and who give me really good advice, is DCC Automation. And I said to him, there must be a cheaper way to do it, and he said, yep, do this and this, and there we go, we got to working detection. So that's that bit. These are the parts that you need for using the S88 detection system. I've been referring to it wrongly as a S88N because that's what it is after this adapter. So first of all, you have this adapter, which that side connect to for ECOS, and that side connect to these units via a Ethernet cable or network cable, as you might call them. I'll show you a picture of how to connect this to the ECOS right now. As you can see, I have used some extended cables so that this will actually fit. So the reason I have used the extended cables is that that's slightly wider than the space you have on the ECOS, but you can see I have each wire coming from the ECOS to this as a different colour, so for me it's just a case of plugging them in, and it's something I had laying around, but you can buy them easily off Amazon. So this is the first part of the system. This is then the second part, the DR4088 by DigiKeys, and this have quite an easy way to connect. You do have a S88 port, but these are, it's hard to get the wires for this, but this unit allows you to use a standard network cable. So the way you would connect this would be you connect into this unit at your ECOS, and then you connect this unit here. Once you have this unit set up on your layout, you need to attach additional ones via the network port. This, as this is linking to the ECOS with this cable, so it's the first one in turn, this will be the first unit on the list. Well, there are several downsides to this unit. First of all, it's a dumb unit. You'll only get information out of it when it detects a current draw. So that's the downside. Also, you can't get Railcom or anything like that on it. This just purely tell you there's power being drawn. And if you were to buy a second one of these and decide that you want it closer to your ECOS, if you were to put the new one downstream, you would then, the system would then see the new unit as that one, because they don't give out any address or anything. They just work on a bus system where about each unit go into the next one. So you would connect the ECOS on that port, or if you do happen to have a S88 cable, you can connect it to that, but this side is to your system, and that's in from the previous, so if you had a second one you would send it here. So that's the front of the unit. On the back of the unit you have 18 connections. You have two connections here for power in, and then you have 8 connections there for your track detection out, and then another 8 units there. I'll be connecting this to the same short circuit detection as I use for the rest of the storage yard, but I would strongly recommend having your units on separate power districts. So this take one feed, and then you would have the other feed to the other piece of track. So you saw how I had the blacks on this side and the red on that side of the track, and that's how this unit works. I got to say thank you to DTC Automotion for giving me the advice of this unit, as comparing it to what ECOS charge, this is a fraction of the price. it have meant I'll be able to work on the fiddling yard without any major expenses. For this, it's actually quite an easy installation. So just get my drill and put it in position. Make sure it's level. And then I'll feed the cable through there. Once I've got that cable fed through, I'll show you how to wire up the decoder. These are the Train Tech DS2s, which is 3 or 4 aspect signal output, or 2 and indicator arm or 2 outputs. So like all the other Train Tech products, these are really easy to wire. Just follow the instructions, but you've got plus and minus depending on if you're having common anode or common anode or common cathode LEDs. And then you just have a program button. So these just get wired up, and I've just put my standard dropper wires on these, as these take absolutely no power. So I'll wire these up and then show you what I have done. This is the decoder programmed in. With this system you don't need any resistors, so I have removed the resistors from the signal. To program it, it's really easy. You just press that button. So on here you got common return, which can be plus or minus, I can't remember which way round. Then have a red light, orange light, green light. Then if you had a double orange, you would have a second orange down there. So that's how that wires in. Then to program it is a piece of cake. You press that button and then the signals will start to flash, and then you just send in your programming command, which with one button press of my controller, that program both for first and second signal state. So I'll move you around. We are now at the signals and they're programmed into the controller. So if I press this button here, platform sits signal light up red. Then I'll press the second signal connect to this one for second input, which turn it to orange. Then I'll press the first button and it turn it to green. But I can just press the orange button and it will turn it to orange, and then red and green. And it's even easier with decode controller, which doesn't store its state. So if I plug in my Digitrack controller and put in the address of a signal, so that one is 44 for the other side. I can then change it from red and green, or I can go green, wrong button, green, red, green. So that's a really nice and simple system. whenever I press the second accessory button, it will automatically change the signal to orange. So that's that bit. What I'll do now is take you back down to the desk. Well, thank you for watching. Due to my current university workload, I won't be doing Wednesday live streams till May. You might get the odd one or two, but nothing scheduled. Also, you'll notice from my next video the camera quality will change, as I've had to upgrade the camera as I've been having some minor problems with the audio output. And finally, you get a bonus video from me tomorrow. I'm going to be at the Guildford Model Railway Show, which is put on by, who is it put on by? I had it up on my screen a moment ago. So it is put on by that one there. Alderstone Model Railway Circuit. So that's at the Surrey Sports Park, University of Surrey, Guildford, GU27AD. So you'll get my video from that either tomorrow night or early on Monday, and then we'll be hopefully at Southampton Model Railway Show for a week, in a week's time, and then we'll be at Alton Febettes for a week after that. So this is going to be for the last of these projects for a couple of weeks, and then for after that I have some interesting projects coming up. So thank you for watching. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Hi to all my old subscribers. And thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and to tell your friends. There's going to be an update video to Thumper Road in the lineup of videos after the next shows, and then there's a few nice things happening in the layout. So thank you everybody, and see you all next time. Thank you very much, Richard.